Hello, is this Steven? Stefan, how are you? Paul from Outsider Tackle Box radio show and podcast.
How is it going, Stefan? This is Tom.
It's going
Tommy.
Pretty good this morning.
Good.
Happy to have you on the show. And we were actually discussing, I didn't want to, Tommy has trouble running the audio, so that's him shutting the soundboard off.
Sorry.
And Stefan, we have actually all the high-tech stuff you could possibly want for the studio, and Tommy still uses the radio on his phone to play the music.
Absolutely.
Because he's afraid to touch.
No, it's because, we have all this cool high-tech stuff, but I have an elementary school, brain capacity, so I just use what I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I still use an old vinyl record player, so...
You guys are BFFs.
Exactly. Exactly. That's how I do all my DJ work. Wicket.
No, I prefer old school. It's just cleaner.
All right. So tell us a little bit about the trout that we have there on that picture.
Well, hold on. Let's give them... you jumped into it, jumping the gun. But welcome to the show, Steven. Thanks for being on.
Stefan.
Stefan. Yes.
Stefan.
See, we were both wrong. God.
We were Stefan.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I promise we'll get that right. It's still early here, and I'm on my second cup of coffee, so I'm still waiting.
The idea of the show is to spread happiness to the world through the joys of fishing. And you sent in a photo that and I believe this is part of the story, you caught your limit within the hour. And so we want to hear that story, and we want to let everybody know that you actually provide us with recipes, and you've provided articles for our blog in the past, so thank you very much for doing that. We'd love to hear about...
Oh, I appreciate it.
As do we.
Yes, thank you. So this is your podcast. We want to hear about your fish story, and if you want to share a recipe with us, we can maybe put that up on the blog later, but let's hear about that fish catch.
Well, that particular one, I live in a little town in Arkansas, Searcy, Arkansas, and they do a stock pond. Just, they call it lake, but it's a little pond. And so through the hotter months of the year, they stock it with catfish. Through the colder months of the year, they stock it with trout. We've got a fish hatchery about an hour's away from here on the Little Red River that they breed trout, all kinds of stuff, and they're always stocking the river, but come November through March, they stock the pond here in town. So it's just short of shooting fish in a barrel.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, if you go out there, it's only a matter of time. So I just went out one morning before work, figured I'd go try to get a couple of hours in of some good fishing, and I spent about 40 minutes out there, nothing. Just nothing. Tie up a little bit of everything, nothing. So I was like, okay, fuck it. I'm going to walk around to the other side of the lake, stuck. Huh?
Oh, no, we were just laughing. We're just listening to the story.
Well, we feel that way sometimes, too, when we're fishing, and we're just like, you know what? It's always that time where you don't think you're going to catch anything, and then you pull in your last fish, and that's what keeps you coming back to the water.
Yep.
Oh, that's what keeps coming back every time. It's always that one good fish.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
But, so, I decided to go ahead and go off around to a corner, and looked like they've been kind of picking up over there. By the time I get over to the corner, they are jumping left and right. Hitting each other in the air, jumping. So, tied on a rooster tail, and just went for it. Ended up catching a couple, one on a GoPro mini dancer that I actually got from you guys a few months ago.
Awesome.
Yes, happy to hear that.
That's what I am, yeah.
That is a great little lure. That has probably been one of my favorite multi-purpose lures in the past year. I've caught bass on that. I've caught trout on that, and I've caught tons and tons of brim on that thing.
Nice.
Perfect. Yeah, love to hear
That Glow Pro Mini Dancer is a great multi-purpose lure.
Perfect.
And I caught one on that. I think I caught one on a trout magnet. And now, do you guys know about trout magnet? You're out in California, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's actually one of my go-to lures. We had another conversation just the other day about trout magnet. We knew somebody whose grandson started the company. Well, he's the grandson.
Yeah, but it was the grandfather.
Started. Yeah, that's what it means, Tommy. When you're somebody's grandson, the grandfather started the company, and so he actually wanted us to contact the company and see if we could. We featured trout magnet before.
Yeah, we have.
And so we can maybe put him back in the box sometime. We work that in. But yeah,
the guy who. Yeah, Jeff Smith, who started the company, lives around here and operates out of Searcy.
Nice.
He does fishing out on Little Red River, all kinds of stuff. So he's a good guy, and he makes a fantastic product. So I use the hell out of some trout magnets all the time, and always Brim loves the trout magnet too. So those are just a good.
That's a good all-around bait.
Right there.
Yep.
Basically, yeah. So, but caught a couple on that trout magnet, and then just back to the rooster tail. It's kind of hard to beat that.
That's one of my go-tos. Yeah.
For all
so
species
ended
of
up
fish.
Cleaning up the. Yeah, also a good multi-species lure. But ended up cleaning up the rest of that. Got, they do a 5 trout limit here a day.
Okay.
So,
same thing out in California.
Got my 5 trout. Okay. Got those. Then I was done for the day. Took them out, and now by trade, I'm a chef.
Mm-hmm.
So, I basically just took them to work with me. And then when I got slow enough at work that I was able to, I cleaned them there. And now, because I have this great opportunity to be able to trout fish, and, basically bring in 5 fish a day all through the winter, which, most of the time winter fishing's kind of on a low, for especially bass and catfish. And so I take and I'll vacuum pack and I'll freeze my trout anytime I get 3 or more.
Mm-hmm.
Freeze them, throw them in the freezer. Boom! I've got trout to eat all year round.
There you go.
And being a chef, one way to do things isn't enough.
Of course.
No.
So we need variety. We need flavor. We got to make it better.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I can't just freeze them all the time. So I experimented this last time. I took one of the trout, salt, pepper, dill, threw it in some foil, put it on my grill, had it for lunch that day.
That's awesome.
I took 2 of the others, and I packed them in salt.
Okay.
Left them packed in salt for 4 days.
Okay.
And
this is a secret.
Now, Thanksgiving Day, I pulled those fish out, rinsed them out, and smoked them.
Oh, beautiful.
So now I've got salt-cured smoked trout.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, I am too.
And
that never stops for me, though.
The great thing about that, one, I've just taken a big piece of fish, shredded it down, and it is now going to be very compact. 2, that thing's going to last for months. Being salt cured, being smoked, I don't have to worry about that going bad for a long time.
Well, that sounds
many different things
delicious.
I can do with it from there.
Yeah, I'm getting hungry here, man.
And we appreciate you giving that recipe preparation for the trout. And so, love the fish story. We thank you for being with us since our beginnings. Stefan is a subscriber. and has been for a long time. So we love having our subscribers on the show.
We're gonna have to get him on. Maybe in one of his next few boxes, we'll get some more mini dancers in there and keep him happy.
Okay, yeah, those are great. And now, have you guys been like working out any kinds of like special deals with other companies, other lure and fishing companies you're working with?
We're always working out deals. That's part of the process for us. It's always it's a song and dance game for most companies. It takes a while with negotiations, but we do eventually get the contract. So we're always working 2 or 3 months out. It just seems to be how it works. But we're always looking for new companies.
We actually today's show is actually sponsored. I forgot to mention this at the very beginning, but today's show is actually sponsored by Drew's Custom Baits, and Drew makes an amazing trout bait as well. He does worms and the little mouse tails and stuff like that. So be expecting those in upcoming boxes. So okay.
Neat.
Yeah, he does some really cool stuff. He's got some like pintail minnows and some nymphs. So yeah, be expecting some of that in the upcoming boxes soon, okay?
And we have actually a contest going on right now. You could get free stuff. We're giving away free stuff every month. We might change that to weekly or every 2 weeks, but right now on our website, we added a tab to win free stuff, and there's 5 ways to enter, and we choose it. Well, the program we have chooses it randomly, and then we just ship out a box of free stuff.
Yep.
And
so make sure you're in on that, okay, Stefan?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for being on the show. We'd love to have you back again. We'll talk offline maybe about getting something for the blog. But it's been a pleasure. Thanks for helping us spread the joys of fishing to others.
Absolutely.
And please continue to send us photos. And if you know anybody else that wants to be on the show, send them our way. Of course, you're always welcome to come back. We'd love to have you.
I want to try some of his recipes. Is what I want to do. I think I'll go over there and visit Stefan and eat.
People believe.
Also, keep in mind that you guys have me on Messenger, and we have a way to keep in contact. So
absolutely.
If you have any other questions and want some more recipes, just give me a shout, and I'm always up for helping.
You got it, man.
Well, from all of us here at Outsider Tackle Box, tight lines.
Tight lines, bud. Have a good one. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Fish more, all right?
All right, guys. Take it easy. Have a great rest.